there, my name is Kaitlin Wienand and today I'm going to be showing you my resource box for JMD 351. Here it is. So let's begin. First off, in my resource box I have gross motor resources. These are labeled in an ice cream container. So, in my gross motor resources box, I have 2 bean bags. I have a green bean bag and I have a blue bean bag. Then I have a skipping rope and a plastic ball. I also have 2 tennis balls, and I have footprints. I have 20 footprints, I have 10 blue footprints, and then I have 10 pink footprints. Then lastly, for my gross motor resources, I have 20 circles. I have 10 yellow circles, and then I have 10 green circles. So that concludes my gross motor resources. Then we move on to my fine motor resources. So these I have labeled in a plastic packet or a Ziploc packet and look like this. So to begin with, I have 20 pegs. Now I've chosen a range of different colored pegs, some yellow, some blue, and then some see-through. So those are my 20 different pegs. And then I have left-handed and right-handed scissors. Then I move on to my Play-Doh. I chose a blue and green colored Play-Dohs. So here's my green one. And then I have colored macaroni. I've labeled my containers so they all stay in the same place. I went with a blue colored macaroni. So this is what they look like. Then lastly, for my fine motor resources, I have 2 shoelaces. I went with bright fun colors for these. So that concludes my fine motor resources. Then we move on to my eye movement resources, and these consist of a whole lot of different things. I have labeled my folder. So to begin with, I have a yo-yo that looks like this. This is my yo-yo. And then I have balloons. I have 10 different colored balloons. I'll show you a few more colors. So those are my 10 different colored balloons. And then I have a tennis ball on a string. It looks like this. That's my tennis ball on a string, and then I have a laser pointer. Here's my laser pointer, and then I have a toy car for eye movement. And then I have finger puppets. I have 4 finger puppets. Here are 2 of them. And here are the other 2. So those are my 4 finger puppets, and then I have a hand puppet. This is a bird, if you can't tell. There's my bird hand puppet. And then I have a standing mirror that looks like this. So that concludes my eye movement resources. Then we move on to laterality. To start off with laterality, we have a red ribbon. And then we have a doll in her beautiful clothes with lovely textured hair and different color hair, and it can be reversible as well. So that is my doll. And then I have stickmen. I've also labeled my folder for laterality. So these are my A5 stickmen, and I have 9 of them. And then we move on to my arrows and hands. Here are my arrows, lovely green color. And here are the hands. So that concludes laterality. And then lastly, we have spatial orientation. I have a container for my spatial orientation resources. In this container, I have animal pick cards, which I've colored myself and laminated. So those are my animal pick cards. And then I have cards with dots. So these are what they look like. So those are my cards with dots. So that finalizes my resource box for JMD 351. Thank you so much for watching and listening. I really appreciate it, and have a lovely day.